Hello everyone, and welcome back to Toro Models. Today I want to talk to you about one of the solutions boxes from ArmorFX, which has come across my bench recently. I've been looking at a few of their products which allow you to create realistic Zimmerit effects on armour. I was going to do something like that for a couple of models I was building, but I'm also interested in how the materials all fit together to do just that pattern on other kinds of models which I make as well. I was going to buy all the the different materials, the applicators and all the rest of it, but then I came across this solution box which AMO do quite a lot of. Basically, you get all the tools in one place, which I thought was quite useful. So I thought I'd take a look at that with you guys as I unbox it. So what I'm talking about is this guy, which has recently hit my bench. As I say, it's a full set of tools to create various kinds of Zimmerit effects. But they give you all of the materials in the box to get you started. So that's the front. They also give you a little bit of instruction, although the instruction book is very detailed indeed. On the back is a bit more materials about what's actually in the box, and of course the kinds of effects which you can actually achieve with these tools. So let's get this guy out of the box and we'll have a look at it in a bit more detail. I believe it's one of these. Yes, it is. It's one of these slip cases. So you get the slip case comes off, and then you get the actual box itself. So what I'll do is I'll try and stand the slip case up there as I normally do. Just remind everybody what we're talking about, and then we'll get this. So it comes in their usual livery. Yeah, a lot of these solution box. In fact, this is a solution box mini, which is the designation for this guy. If I can get the box open, there we go. Right. So let me put that behind. Let me put that behind that one, so it's out of the way. So in the box you get the instruction book itself, which we'll have a look at in a second. And if I tip this slightly, you can see what you actually get in the box. And they give you all the materials that you actually need: the paste which they developed, applicators, some I believe that's the Odourless Enamel Thinner, and a tool for actually applying the Zimmerit itself. Well, if we have a look at those, let's have a look at the all-important instructions. So I believe it's one of these multi-language guides, which is absolutely useful. So three different languages to choose from. And so as you go through, it gives you lots of information about how you actually use the materials. For instance, the first part of the call, if I just tip this slightly so it doesn't bounce the light off it, you can see that's going to get you going. It shows you all of the materials that you're going to be using in a sort of compact how-to before you get into the actual detail later in the guide, which is usually they're quite detailed in their approach, which they are. Yep. They show masking, they show application, then they show how you can do various different effects. Of course, with these solution boxes, it's not quite a misnomer to say that it's all in the box, because you will need various other tools to go with this. Masking tape is an obvious one. You may need a spatula or an applicator to put this material on, and also of course for the applicator itself you're going to need some kind of handle, because the applicators are in effect Photo-etch, which you'll need a handle to attach these. They even mention masking putty, these kinds of materials, which you might already have on your bench, of course. Absolutely, if you have, that's happy days. Off you go. But if you haven't, then it's going to be a case of you're going to need to source those, because they're going to be essential for using this guide. And of course then they look at the 3D printed components, which is these guys, which allow you to actually put the pattern onto the paste when you've applied it to your model's surface. So as I say, it's a compact set of tools and materials to allow you to create pretty much any Zimmerit effects you're trying to achieve. Okay, so in the box then, it's the ArmorFX Zimmerit Paste. Now, when this came out, I think it sold out instantly because I was trying to get some of this stuff, and it was very, very hard to get. And again, it came back into stock and disappeared again. So I think a lot of model makers were quite interested in what's this paste and how does that differ from the kind of putties which we're using to try and create Zimmerit in the past. So that's an interesting one. That's something trying to get hold of this on its own was quite difficult. I already had a bottle of Odourless Thinner, which you also get. And then, of course, the business end is the Zimmerit Applicators. Yeah. So let me get this out of the box. I just want to show you what this looks like in detail. So in effect, it's a piece of Photo-etch, but they've basically created a set of applicators. Yeah, they're like teeth, which you obviously drag across the surface, but they've created this in different versions. There's like an 0.5 in that particular version, 0.7. These kind of things, and all that's explained in the actual manual itself, so you know which one to choose. As I mentioned, because this is Photo-etch, you can see it's got obviously an attachment. You're going to need to either use that with your fingers or attach that to a handle. Now, in the past, when I've tried to use things like this, I found that the actual handle there, if you like, it's big enough to use with your fingers. You don't need to attach this to a handle if you don't have one, because that's quite a large space there to be able to fit into, say a craft knife handle, for instance. You're going to probably need something fairly specialised to be able to do that. And I didn't really go and look for a tool or look for a handle to do that, because I felt that these little handles that they built into the actual applicator itself were big enough. You can pick those up with your fingers, and you can do an accurate drag across the surface when you've got the putty on. So it's not a deal breaker that maybe these won't fit into a handle, and there's no handle in the box either. So that's the first half of the process, if you like. That's the applicator tools themselves. Then what you get is a set of 3D printed pattern applicators. Yeah. So let's have a look at what these actually look like for real. As I say, this time you do get a handle. Yeah. Is that 3D printed? Yes, it is. You get some nuts and bolts to bolt the heads onto this device. Let's put in fact, if we remove the instructions there, and that and that and that, and shut the box, and we'll leave that there. So that's nuts and bolts. Excuse me. Let's have a look what's in this baggie. This will be the 3D printed pattern heads of various types and shapes. Yes, very nice indeed. So let me just show you that. So these are the 3D prints. You can see there's the Zimmerit pattern on the end there. There's a circular one there. There's a couple of small ones there, and there's a couple of wheels as well on the end, because there's different ways you can put the pattern into the paste, which you've then put onto your armour. But these are very nicely printed in 3D printed, and of course they all have attachments here. These barrels are the attachments to the handle, which is pretty well printed, to be honest. It's not the most fantastic piece of 3D printing I've ever seen in my life, not really, but it does the job. It absolutely will. Excuse me. So this one's actually come off its sprue. So let me just show you that in a bit more detail. So that's the waffle pattern version. Yeah, and if you can see on the end, that's the barrel, and these are the attachments which go into the end of the handle, like so. So that in effect is how you would use, say, that one, for instance, because the waffle pattern you just dab onto the paste, but that's That's the actual sort of motion that you would use. As I say, it's not a great piece of 3D printing, but in the hand it's fine. It's got some texture, so you can hang on to this without any problems, because I tend to use gloves a lot when I'm doing my model making. So again, it's been made so it's it's the diameter's good enough in the hand, so again it's good ergonomics. It feels like a chunky marker pen, so when you're actually going in to make some fine detail onto your models, you'll absolutely be able to use this without any problems at all. The nuts and bolts are for attaching the these ones, the circular, these ones when you're trying to use a sort of motion up and down, when you're trying to get the Zimmerit pattern in place. So these kind of wheels are ideal for that. So you can attach that with this guy on the end, and then you can basically wheel your pattern into the paste. And finally, I should give you some instructions about how each one attaches to the handle, which I'll show you like that. Again, not the best piece of printing I've ever seen in my life. This looks like it was printed on either an inkjet or something which was about to die, or the ink was about to run out, because I can see lines across this. I know it's just a very simple instruction page for this thing, but I'd have liked to have seen a bit better printing on this, guys. That would have been quite nice. Or indeed, is that information included in the glossy printed manual? Let's have a look. I don't remember seeing that. I remember seeing lots of examples of handles, etc., but I don't think they actually show you how to put these things together. No, they don't. They just give you a view of how they're supposed to put in the handle, but they don't actually tell you how which one fits where, which is not ideal. No, they don't. They kind of assume you'll do that, so that's why they put the instruction note there. But they could have put those instructions into this manual. Surely they could have done that and done a bit of a better job of printing, which is not great. It's legible, but they could have done a little bit better job, I feel, with this. Now, again, the 3D printing is very good. Just try and carry that over to the instruction manual itself, which would be quite nice. So ultimately, it gives you, I guess, all the components that you do need to create various Zimmerit patterns. So if that's something that you be struggled with, I guess, alternative methods, this solution box could be very useful for you. You do need to add a couple of other things like masking tapes and those kinds of things. But the important stuff, like the applicators and the tools, and of course this paste, which seems to have been very, very interesting for a lot of people, quite hard to get hold of, is a nice set to have. And of course, you may not have the Odourless Thinner either for doing thinning and smoothing. So again, if you had to source that, it's not gonna be a deal breaker in my view. So as a box for a start, I want to get into doing Zimmerit pattern, maybe as a beginner, or I want something that I can just buy off the shelf. This guy absolutely ticks all the boxes. So that's the Solution Box Mini. How to apply a Zimmerit from ammo. So it's an interesting potential box for you guys. I thought I'd give you a sort of I hadn't actually looked at this yet, so I thought I'd open it with you guys and see what sort of first impressions are. And it's pretty good. It gives you a lot of materials in the box as a starter kit. The instructions are pretty straightforward as well, which is obviously great to see. So, as I say, that's the Solution Box Mini from AMO for Zimmerit. As usual, guys, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do hit the bell icon to stay up to date with anything that's new and coming up on the channel. Of course, any questions, any queries, do come back to me. And of course, keep on modelling.